Crom, the god from Conan lore. And Crom isn't your standard deity with temples, priests, or hymn. He's more like a cosmic landlord who doesn't want you knocking on his door or walking on his lawn. So let's take a look at this guy. Now, Crom is the grim god of the Cimmerians. He lives on this mountain and cares very little for mankind. He only gives one gift, and that is the strength to endure. After that, you're on your own. And the psychological angle on this type of worship reflects a worldview of harsh self-reliance, that life is brutal, nature doesn't care, and the divine isn't here to save you. Worship isn't about begging for favor, it's about accepting your fate with some kind of stoicism and dignity. Now, worship of Crom is paradoxical. His followers don't pray to him because they believe it's useless or even offensive to him. Instead, reverence comes through silence and just inner strength. Now, believing that Crom doesn't help, the worshippers train themselves to endure without any type of external aid. This creates a survivalist psychology, strength, resilience, and disdain for weakness. Worshippers are essentially practicing cosmic acceptance, acknowledging that the universe is indifferent, so they must carve meaning from it all on their own. Now, Crom is also, a projection of their landscape. They lived in a very harsh and unforgiving land, and their gods mirror this environment. He's cold, he's stony, he's unyielding, and the worship of such a god reinforces communal values of toughness, distrust of luxury. So, to worship Crom is to say, this is who we are, and people forged by struggle, not pampered by divine favors. He embodies this complete shadow archetype of the father figure. He's remote, he's uncaring, yet he shapes destiny. Worshippers are forced to parent themselves. You have to confront your own fears, and you get by your own sheer willpower. So this produces just a rugged independence, but you do get a lot of fatalism and emotional detachment. If your God doesn't care about anything, then why should you? So why do people worship Crom at all? Like, he's mad if you're not worshiping him. He's mad if you are worshiping him. So he doesn't really get anything or give anything out of this. But what he does is he provides a framework, a mindset that says life is hard and you just got to deal with it. And this prevents any endless bargaining back and forth with your deity. When it's all getting ready to crumble down, you're not begging a Crom to, come and save you in that desperate moment. You're going to make sure you know the riddle of steel because that's all you got. So by rejecting prayers and miracles, the Cimmerians paradoxically gain strength, but in psychological terms, they would call this a negative god, whose absence actually helps create the resistance. So the worship of Crom is less about devotion and more about discipline and finding your own identity. It's a religion of people who have accepted that, the world does not care. So they learn to handle it by themselves. It's just a reflex to being in such a harsh environment and having yourself as your tools to rely on. And they manifested this in a God who tells you, you better do it because I ain't.